So I have a friend who completely leveled up her life in the past couple of years. She's more beautiful inside and out than ever before. She's more abundant and prosperous and successful than ever before. People, men in her life, her friends, her family, everybody treats her better than ever. And most importantly, she feels so confident and radiant and good about herself. And do you know what she says led her to this total transformation? Affirmations. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the B community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, self-development, spirituality, and so much more. Today, I want to talk about the incredible power of affirmations, the power of your subconscious mind, and how I remembered to go back to using affirmations in every area of my life once I had this conversation with my friend who turned around her entire energy, her entire life, her entire confidence and vibe around in just a couple of years of using them consistently. So we're going to talk about what exactly are affirmations, how they work with the subconscious mind, how they work energetically, how we can create them step by step, and how to best use them. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to a new sponsor on this channel, one that I've wanted to work with for a while and I manifested it finally. Thrive Market. Thrive Market is a membership-based online grocery store with a mission of making healthy living and healthy food easy and affordable for everybody. I think grocery delivery is ideal for anybody who's busy with work, who's parenting, or who lives too far from a great grocery store to get high quality and organic foods. And I personally love Thrive Market because I love ordering my groceries online and getting them delivered to my door because I don't want to go outside. Outside is lava. They also have great products that I can't find at the grocery store, like this King Arthur organic bread flour that I was looking for everywhere because I want to start making sourdough at home, and I found it there for so much cheaper than anywhere else. I was also able to get pure organic Thrive Market brand vanilla extract for so much cheaper than I usually get at my local grocery store, and their organic ceremonial grade matcha. This is 20 servings of this. I'm not exaggerating when I say I paid 1/5 the price of what I normally pay for organic ceremonial grade matcha. Thrive Market guarantees that you're going to save on every order. And if you find a lower price anywhere else, they're gonna match it. They also ship all orders over $49 for free, so there's no extra charges like tipping or additional fees like other grocery services that I've used before, and that usually ends up costing a lot more. And what's really cool is if you don't make back your annual membership, your $60 membership fee back in savings, Thrive Market is actually going to credit you the difference. So it's really a win-win. The customization is another aspect that I really appreciate. I took a test that correctly and smartly showed me all the products that I would be interested in. I could even choose whether I wanted to be sustainable and whatever, if you're gluten-free, vegan, keto, whatever it is, you can filter the catalog of products by diet, by your lifestyle, by your product types, and your favorite brands. And not only do they have amazing foods, Thrive also carries eco-friendly cleaning supplies, personal care items, vitamins, and so much more. It really is a one-stop shop. So it's like having a grocery store that's customized and tailored to your needs. Plus, every annual membership helps someone in need through the Thrive Gives initiative. I know that they sound too good to be true, and it's about to get better because they're sponsoring this video. So if you click the link in my description below or go to thrivemarket.com/Leeor Alexandra, you're going to get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60 when you join Thrive Market today. So the convenience of shopping for high quality and sustainable products, all from the comfort of my own home, has been a lifesaver. And yes, it saved me from lava. Thank you, Thrive, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into the video. How do we use affirmations to level up our life? How do we use affirmations? Let's answer the first question. So a lot of us know mentally what affirmations are, but the best way I've ever heard affirmations defined is scientific prayers, because they truly are like sending out our wishes to the universe, to God, to the creator, but they're also scientifically proven to be effective. In fact, there was a 2015 study that found self-affirmation activates specific centers of our brain. Just affirming to yourself influences your neurology. The same study found that self-affirmation leads to positive behavioral changes. There was another study in 2016 that found that people who practice affirmations reported higher levels of happiness. So even if you don't necessarily believe in the spiritual aspect, and even if we go a step further and you don't believe in the scientific aspect of affirmations, just saying them leads to self-reported more happiness. What affirmations are, they are these short, positive statements that you tell yourself or that you listen to with the intent of creating positive changes in your life. So these statements should be in the present tense. For example, I am confident in my ability to achieve my goals. I am capable of achieving my goals. And the goal of these statements is to shift your thoughts and shift your emotions to a more positive, more optimistic mindset. And these help you to attract a more aligned life, aligned with the life that you would like to be living. Second question I wanted to tackle is, how do affirmations work with our subconscious mind? So the subconscious mind cannot differentiate between fact and fiction. That's because it rules over the domain of the mind that's very similar to the stages that we were in between the ages of 1 and 7 years old, when we primarily oscillated between theta and alpha brainwave states, even in our waking time. In these brainwave states, we think that fantasy is reality. There's a very thin line between fantasy and reality. Whatever we tell our subconscious mind, whatever story we say, whatever story we're constantly holding, the subconscious mind takes it as truth. And what we hold in our inner subconscious world will eventually become what we see in our external reality. Our reality is projected outwards from our inner world. So when we tell our subconscious mind a story, it believes it, whether it's real or not, because reality is subjective, real is subjective. All is mental, all is mind. So sometimes people message me or come up to me and they say that they're afraid that their negative stories and their negative thoughts are going to manifest. And they will, but only if they are thought consistently and constantly and with a lot of energy. And I'll talk about why that is in just a bit. A passing negative thought will not manifest into reality. However, a negative thought that you obsess over will find its way to come into our physical world. But it's really, really easy to counteract even the negative thoughts that we're obsessed with. Simply whenever a negative thought comes up, become aware of it. You're usually aware of it, especially if you're afraid of manifesting it, because you're like, oh no, I don't want to think this. I don't want it to come to reality. So notice it and immediately think a positive thought or say it out loud, a positive thought that will neutralize the other one. So let's say I have a thought like, oh, I'm worthless, I can't do this. Immediately I'm like, oh, that felt really bad and I don't want to think that way about myself. Let me counteract it. And I'll just think something like, I'm really capable. I'm more than enough. I'm good at what I'm doing. I'm really good at this, right? So I affirm myself positively and that neutralizes the negative thought. Now, if I continue to think that positive thought, not only will it neutralize the negative one, it will become my new reality. So my friend that I was talking about in the beginning of this video would often beat herself up when she was younger. People would say not nice things to her, and she took what they would say as fact. And she started to believe those stories about herself. In the past few years, she's rewritten her entire story and narrative about herself, and she sees herself as smart, worthy, intelligent, beautiful inside and out, and a good person and somebody who people want to be around. And that's what her reality is now. Everything reassembled in front of her eyes because of her belief systems. Not only did she neutralize those negative thought forms, she also reprogrammed her life with positive. Now, the subconscious mind does best with repetition. That's why advertisers and marketers pay billions of dollars every year to get their products and their services in front of our faces constantly, all the time, everywhere that we look. The more that we see something, the deeper it falls into our subconscious mind, the more familiar it feels and the stronger that thing becomes, and the more likely we are to act in accordance with that thing. So there's a story that I share in the book that I'm writing about how I was traveling with my fiance. We were in this Airbnb, and the Airbnb came with this bottle of wine. And we don't drink unless it's like socially or with dinner or something, like very rarely, we don't really drink. So we left this bottle of wine on the table. We didn't touch it, and it was there all week. A week into our trip, we went to go visit some friends, and we wanted to stop at a market and buy them a bottle of wine. So we went to this market and had a huge selection of wine, a whole wine room, and all the bottles were written in a different language. Nothing looked familiar to me. I couldn't read anything. I didn't understand what the wines were. All I could see is some of them look red, some of them look white. I ended up picking a bottle of wine. We went home and we were shocked to find that I had picked the same bottle of wine that was provided free as a gift for my Airbnb. And that's because I had seen it all week. It became familiar. It became the thing that I decided to choose on a subconscious level. So this is how we work with our subconscious mind as well. We repeat things in order for it to accept it as our reality. How do affirmations work energetically? So they work energetically as thought forms, something that I've talked about quite a bit on this channel. Not only on the subconscious level, but on an energetic, metaphysical level as well, which should bring you further relief that your negative thoughts won't necessarily come to fruition. So a thought form in metaphysical theory is technically an entity created purely through thought and vibration and energy. So when you focus and invest energy into a specific thought or intention, like an affirmation, you create a thought form, okay? So let's say I focus a lot on the thought, I am beautiful inside and out. I am beautiful inside and out. I am focusing energy and attention and feeling into this thought form. I'm creating an entity that is attached to those emotions and to that concept. And then this thought form carries that specific energy, that intention, and that vibration of that thought. So think of every thought and every idea you have, every story, every belief as a living, breathing entity. It exists as a potential in the thought realm or in the astral realm. And in order for it to become real, it needs to be nourished. It needs nutrition. And the nutrition it receives is our energy, our attention, our belief, and our emotions. So if we give a thought a lot of our energy, a lot of our attention, a lot of our emotion, it's going to become stronger. It's going to become more and more material until it drops into the material world and shows up in our waking reality, in our physical material reality. So by regularly creating positive affirmations, you're creating positive thought forms that are going to exist in your energetic field and become materialized in your life. Some people believe that thought forms are energetic constructs that simply exist in the aura of a person and then influence what comes into our life. That's another way of looking at it, which is really cool. So whenever you repeat an affirmation, you're not only creating a thought form, but you're also strengthening and energizing it with every repetition. So the more you repeat your affirmation, the more energy you give to the thought form. And this is why consistency in using affirmations is so important. Now, how do we come up with these thought forms or affirmations, positive affirmations? So think about what area in your life you'd like to enhance or amplify or improve, right? We can do health, mindset, wealth, self-love, self-trust, connection with God, how confident you feel, your feelings of worthiness, outer and inner beauty, your surroundings. Really anything can be enhanced and amplified with an affirmation, with a positive affirmation. So once you identify these things, I'd like you to write them down in the present tense as if you already have them, as if you already embody them. I will be confident turns into I am confident, right? I want to accept myself turns into I love and accept myself. So when you do these, make sure that you use I statements, make it very personal. So the subconscious mind takes this as, oh, this is mine, this is for me. Make them positive, use present tense. I also like to use emotion. So I'll say, I'm so grateful for ... I'm so happy that ... I'm joyfully living in financial prosperity, right? Using emotions is really, really powerful. And then keep them really brief and specific. You want to be able to just, like a mantra, say them all day long, right? So I am wealthy, I am healthy, I'm happy, I'm in a loving relationship. And also in a way, I like to keep them semi-believable. So anything can be something that we choose to believe, right? But it has to also cross the conscious to subconscious mind barrier by being believable enough. So rather than saying, I am a multi-billionaire, what I would start with is, I enjoy great financial stability and freedom. I enjoy financial freedom. I'm rich, I'm wealthy. Simple and easy to believe. Then I want to talk about how to use them. Now that you have your affirmations, what you can do is write them down somewhere that you're going to see them often. Whenever you see them, maybe scan them, look them over. Even if you only look for a quick second, your subconscious mind picks up on them doesn't need you to spend too much time with them. Consider repeating them in the morning as you wake up and at night right before you fall asleep. These are the times when we're in kind of a trance state and where the affirmations can sink in to deeper levels of mind. Read them to yourself in the mirror, look at yourself and smile as you say them, and remember that repetition is key with affirmations. And I think that one of the most important things is to really feel the emotions that they elicit. A lot of these affirmations are going to make you feel really good and inspired and confident and motivated, right? So feel that emotion, really embody it and see where you feel it in your body and try to grow it and just enjoy that feeling. I have several affirmations playlists that people really, really love that they play in the morning, night, while they're driving, while they're walking, while they're going to sleep. I will link the list of affirmations for you. They're made by me, so you know if you resonate with me and resonate with my content, those might be good for you. I think you'll love them. Please make sure to support our sponsor by clicking the link down below and joining Thrive Market at thrivemarket.com/Leeor Alexandra to get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. Thank you for spending some time with me. I love you so much. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want more videos like this, if you have video topic ideas for me, leave them in the comments below. I love you so much. Thank you for spending time with me today. And until next time, as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.